You looking at some that they got it out the mud, baby. Got it out the mud, baby. We some mud babies, mud babies.
What's happening, YouTube? Let's get right into this. Adam22, the owner of No Jumper Podcast, was on VladTv recently, and Vlad asked him about all the antics that surround the whole No Jumper community, as far as having different members there from different sets, and allegedly people saying him stirring things up. And it's wild to me that these two dudes, VladTv and Adam22, are having this discussion together. You feel me? These two dudes out of everybody. Now, of course, I do watch VladTv and No Jumper. They both put out great content. There's a reason why they're two of the biggest hip-hop media platforms in the world. In the world, Craig. They put out good content. Now, I'm going to let you guys check out what Adam22 and Vlad had to say about this topic, and we're going to touch on it a little bit more after.
That I keep kind of hearing about No Jumpers, that it's really become gang central. And it's causing all types of issues in LA in terms of gang conflict and everything else like that. And you've heard the same thing.
Yeah, it's really exaggerated from my perspective because, you know, like just for example, I interviewed a northerner rapper, like a Mexican from up north.
Norteño.
Yeah, this dude, Lazy Boy. And, you know, I asked him a little bit about like, oh, as a northerner, how do you feel about the Southsiders, etc. But he was being super respectful, didn't really like say anything crazy at all. But then, you know, one of these like Mexican like fan account type pages like posted up like, is Adam22 trying to initiate a gang war between the Northerners and the Southerners? Because I did an interview with one dude from up north in which he did not say anything disrespectful about people down south. And so like that usually is like the level of evidence that people are bringing to the table when they say that.
Now that you guys heard what they had to say, I made a video about this previously about smaller content creators trying to steer the pot, and Adam22 said exactly what I said. And look, I usually don't agree with pretty much anything Adam has to say, even though I watch No Jumper and I like the content. I don't agree with a lot of things he says or does. But on this one, bro, he's kind of right. I mean, he is right. He's referring to a content creator that I guess he's a Southsider. He claims to be a Southsider. I mean, he said he's a Southsider, so I guess we got to roll with that, right? And he's from out of state. He's from like Idaho or Washington or something like that. And he likes to antagonize the South and antagonize the North. And now let me explain, bro. And I like dude's content, so I'm not trying to hate on him. I just don't like what he's doing when it comes to this North and South thing, because he's not in it. You feel me? He's not involved in it. Now, if it was a Southsider that's actually involved with the, you feel me? Then okay, he has every right to speak and say and do everything he wants to. Someone that's on the outside trying to steer pot what's going on in California, that ain't cool. So now look. Before Adam22 and No Jumper interviewed a Norteño that goes by Lazy Boy from San Jose, this content creator was saying things like, oh, the Norteños will never come down to LA. The Norteños will never come down to LA and do an interview at No Jumper. The South Side ain't gonna let it happen. There's been times where he was even on live talking to, I don't know if it was Bozo or somebody, and he was referring to Norteños as busters. He was like, yeah, buster this, buster that, while being on a live with another Southsider from LA. So fast forward, No Jumper has Lazy Boy on, and now he's like, the Norteños will never come back because Lefty said this and Lefty said that. Norteños ain't never gonna come back to LA. Whoop de whoop whoop, this, that, and the third. Trying to antagonize the North, right? Putting it out there that, oh, they just snuck in and snuck out. Whoop de whoop whoop, they were scared the whole time. And then, like I said, he was saying the Norteños will never come back. The Norteños will never come back. And when they did go back with Bands and Gotos recently, he antagonizes the Southsiders by saying, oh, the Norteños were here 50 deep. They made a music video at No Jumper, dissing Surenos, dissing all Southside, dissing LA, 50 deep in the homeland. That's antagonizing the Southside, when in fact that didn't even happen, bro. That was a narrative that he spun. That never happened. They did go over there, they did do their thing, but they weren't there 50 deep, and they did not shoot a music video. He's steering the pot to make the North and South go back and forth with each other just so he can have content to talk about on his YouTube channel. The more the North and South go at it with each other online, the more content he has as a content creator. And that ain't his only YouTube channel. He has like 2-3 other YouTube channels, bro. And he posts the same exact content on these other YouTube channels, except on the other YouTube channels, he doesn't claim to be a Sureño. Now, again, I like dude's content on all his channels, you know, even though it's the same thing on exactly every channel. But, you know, it's good. You know, he's on his stuff, bro. He's grinding. He's putting out content every day. YouTube shorts only. You know, that's practically only what he does is YouTube shorts. But, you know, he's working, homie. He's grinding. He's on his YouTube grind, and I respect it. I respect his hustle. But when it comes to, like I said, this North and South thing and stirring the pot and trying to antagonize both sides to go at one another just because you want content for your channel, that ain't cool, homie. I have never in my life heard anyone call Northern California North Cal. North Cal. It's NorCal. N-O-R-Cal. C-A-L. Never in my life have I heard anyone call it North Cal or South Cal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, that's how you know he ain't from California. But shout out, dude. I respect his hustle. I don't want to sound like a hater, bro. I want to make that clear. Like, I like dude's content. I just don't like what he's doing with this whole situation. You know, he thinks the North and South go at it like super tough, super tough. I mean, up north in Northern California with the upstate dudes, yes, in the past there have been. And in certain places in Northern California it still goes down like that. But Northern California raza and Southern California raza that are actually from Southern California has never even had beef, bro. Like, unless it's in the pen, and that's just business. Like, Northerners, Nortenos do not care about Surenos from LA or Southern California. Just like LA Surenos don't care about Nortenos. But if you watch his channel, you'll think we're at war every single day. But see, that's what happens when you got out-of-state dudes speaking on California politics. They don't know, and it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Like I said, I respect the hustle, I respect the grind, but you gotta do better, man. You gotta do better, bro. And stop calling it North Cal. It's not North Cal. No one calls it North Cal. No one calls it South Cal. Shout out to dude overall. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him and his hustle, his grind. He's working, and I respect that. But, you know what I'm saying? All the extras, bro, I'm not rocking with. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gone.